Deborah Borchardt, and this is your Marijuana Money Minute, coming to you from the Crane Communications office in New York City. Tilray stock jumped this week when the company turned in solid earnings report for the second fiscal quarter, with revenue increasing about 20% to $155 million versus last year's $129 million. Organigram Holdings delivered its results for the first fiscal quarter, with revenue increasing 57% to $30 million. That's up from last year's $19.3 million. Organigram also trimmed its net losses to just $1.3 million versus last year's net loss of $34 million. Hydroponic chain GrowGeneration announced revised full-year 2021 revenue expectations ranging between $420 million and $422 million. Now that sounds fantastic, plus it's better than last year's $193 million, so that's a big jump. However, the important news here was that they said that same-store sales were expected to decline in the fourth quarter by 12.3%. This follows other hydroponic companies like Hydrofarm and Scotts Miracle-Gro that also warned of slowing sales in the fourth quarter. Leafly Holdings and cannabis SPAC Merida Merger Corp. 1 announced that they have entered into a $30 million convertible note agreement, but what's important here is that Merida also postponed the member voting on the SPAC, which had originally planned to close at the end of December, so a lot of people talking about that this could be a de-SPACing event. Hallow Collective announced that it is expanding into the functional beverage market with an acquisition of H2C Beverages in a deal valued at $30 million. It brings to Halo the Halo's HTC and Hush Rooms branded products. Private companies were all over the news this week, with several announcing fundraising rounds. Cannabis industry hiring platform Vankst completed a $19 million Series B financing. Vankst said it plans to use the money to expand its platform into new markets and support the influx of all these new cannabis jobs. Michigan-based Viola Brands announced the closing of a $13 million equity funding round. The company said that this round of funding will allow it to expand into several key new markets, including Pennsylvania, Illinois, New Jersey, and Maryland. Female-owned Garden Society has raised more than $7 million in a Series A funding. That funding was led by RJ Primo, and the proceeds are going to be used to scale product offerings, modernize manufacturing, and further expand the team to meet the growing demand. And that's it for this week. I'm Deborah Borchardt reporting to you from Green Market Report's office in New York City.